identify yourself as personally pro-life because you think abortion is wrong, you think the unborn are human, as a matter of fact, you think abortion kills babies, and you identify yourself as politically pro-choice because you don't think you should be allowed to tell other people to not kill babies. And he just sat there and looked at me for a second and said, does that accurately reflect the conversation we've had to this point? And he said, yeah, it does. It just doesn't sound right when you say it out loud. I was like, well, no, because it's wrong. That's why it doesn't sound right, because it's demonstrably wrong, but that's because you've taken it and you've made that mistake. You put it down in the level of preference. It's not a preference statement. If abortion is wrong, it's objectively wrong. If it's not objectively wrong, it's not wrong at all. Not in any real sense. And then finally, the last mistake that we make is that we assert things. And that's all we do, which means we just shout conclusions at each other, but we don't make reasons for the beliefs that we have. But we just yell things at each other. I remember another young lady who came up afterwards to Mike friend, and she got up there, and she was fueled up and ready to go. And she said, Mr. Watts, women have a right to choose. And this was from an audience, this was like an audience of 1,000 people, and several people, yeah, it really got excited because it was in a more liberal part of the country. They're like, yeah, women have a right to choose. And everyone's like, yeah. I said, okay, I hear you. I understand. I said, can I say something back to you and see how you respond to it? And she said, yes. And I said, women have a right to take. Women have a right to take. And she said, take what? Exactly. Choose what? So what you just did was an assertion. You just claimed something without any support, without any argument. You gave us an assertion without even an object at the end of the sentence to clarify what you were talking about. You just demanded choice without any explanation for the nature of the choice. I said, and there are all sorts of things in this world that you're allowed to take. But would it be legitimate for you to stand up right now, walk across this room, seize the possessions of one of your classmates against their will, and keep it for yourself? She said, no. I said, why? She said, well, that's stealing. I said, that's right. It's a morally illegitimate choice. So you can take all sorts of things, but you can't do that. In the same way, you can choose all sorts of things, and I'm going to support you on every bit of it. Choose where you want to live, choose the job, choose your husband, if you want a husband, all of that stuff. Choose what you wear to reasonable limits, all of this stuff. But when you're talking about whether or not you can choose this particular thing, the question of right or wrong will be determined by how we answer the question, what is the unborn? You don't get to just declare it. You're going to have to argue for it. You're going to have to give reasons for why you get to make this choice, because we both recognize that there are illegitimate choices, morally illegitimate, morally wrong choices. So does this fall into that category, or does it not? And so we cut back on assertion by pointing out, give reasons for what you believe, don't just say the things that you can conclude, what we call shouting conclusions at each other. Okay? That's the problems with the other side. I still haven't made any kind of an argument. Those are the kind of mistakes that we make. Does anybody have any questions before we move on from there?